Hey guys, welcome. You have found Motion City Podcast. I'm Naaim Siddiqi. Joining me on this endeavor is Jacob Walden. How's it going, Jake?
Good.
That's good. We are a podcast that discusses every song of the rock band Motion City soundtrack. You could call them pop
Yep.
punk. That would be acceptable. I have no problem calling them pop punk, although some of their albums are less pop punk than others. But I think they fit well in that genre. But rock band, rock and roll is definitely something to call them. We're just going to talk a little bit about ourselves. This is sort of a zero episode. But if I'm sure by the time you're finding this, there's many other episodes out, so feel free to listen to any of those. But Jake, obviously I know the story, but why don't you talk a little bit about how you got into Motion City soundtrack?
So, in the summer of 2005, I got an Xbox. I got Halo 2. I played it a lot. It was great. And toward the end of the summer, there was this video that I saw. I don't remember what website it was on. It's called Maptacular, and it's every map in the original Halo Combat Evolved, and through like clever editing, they go map to map. So they'll go through a teleporter and it's in the map, or some of them are cooler. Like some of them are they time an explosion and then it's the change. And this video has a lot of like what would have been I think most popular songs, a lot of the most popular songs of the year, and two of the songs on there were LG Fuad and Perfect Teeth, and I really like those songs. I don't remember when
That's really weird because they weren't even on the same album, right? So I think the guy probably just liked Motion City soundtrack.
Right, so the first song is on the video is Inya, and it's not Sail Away. It's I feel like it's the other big Inya song. I can't think of the name of it, but it's Inya's on there. Eve 6, of course, Motion City soundtrack. I can't think of Hot Heat is on there once or twice.
I wonder where you would have seen this, because if this is 2005, like YouTube wasn't around in 2005, right? Like 2006, I thought, or maybe it was like baby YouTube, but like nobody's posting.
I don't remember what I would have seen it on. I can tell you, like my friends at that time, we would have been watching videos on like Albino Black Sheep.
Oh,
and
I remember,
but
I remember Albino Black Sheep and Newgrounds, but those don't feel like that doesn't feel like an Albino Black Sheep Newgrounds type video, right? Maybe E-Bomb's World, but like, what do people watch videos on before YouTube? I remember watching videos before YouTube, but like
they're.
Sorry,
I don't know. I'm
like,
I'm not sure when the original came out. My timeline might actually be wrong. It might have been the next summer that I saw Maptacular, because I don't remember the lining up of seeing them on Conan and that video. And there's an upload, Halo and Maptacular original 13 years ago, with 42,000 views on YouTube, and
so it's 2006, but I don't know if that's the original, because
I don't know.
Because this says no original music due to copyright issues, but is the original gameplay, and it starts with "Bodies" by Drowning Pool. Not Enya. I haven't played this whole thing because it's 7 minutes long and we're talking right now, but unless you're just mistaken, and it did start with "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor."
Let the bodies hit the floor. You can hear it.
I definitely heard it. For a second, I thought you were whispering, and I was like, nope, that's definitely the video.
Well, the credits, the video does have credits, and the credits include all of the songs. So that's how I knew, like, the names of those songs. So, man, I have no idea.
Here, like, no, I'm seeing the credits. "Anywhere Is" by Enya. Granddaddy Nature Anthem, Perfect Teeth, and
Yes.
LG Fuad, yeah. It actually says Let's Get Fucked Up and Die, not LG Fuad, which is funny. The first single by The Format, Dark Blue by Jack's Mannequin, On the Roof Again by
Yes.
Eve 6, Third Planet by
Jack's
Modest
Mannequin.
Mouse, and You Owe Me and I Owe You by Hot Hot Heat.
Really like that song.
Editing in Windows Movie Maker 2 and Photoshop and Image Ready. Oh my god, I completely forgot that Image Ready existed. Holy shit. Because GIFs are just in Photoshop now. You don't need Image Ready. But oh my god, he did his editing in like a GIF. Oh my Jesus. Oh man.
I still feel like it. While the actual quality of the video, you know, it's whatever low resolution was uploaded. Then I still feel like the editing's really good in it. Like they really nailed the transitions. And some of the like actually in game they use some funny glitches just to like it also shows an impressive game knowledge. It's not just it's like extra novel.
So I did not know this story. You were because I know the Conan story. That's the story I've been told. This is a completely new story to me.
Well, that's like. Yeah, I don't know the exact timing of everything, but I saw them on Conan, and obviously there's a whole thing about when that happened. But then the what I most like identify with because of how much I like LG Fun and Perfect Teeth is that Halo video.
Yeah. I'm finding halovids.atspace.com, which uploaded it on January 17th, 2006, but that was after it had already like gotten publicity. So I am trying. Man, you fucking kill me. I had to figure this out now. This is upsetting. But you said like one night, late night, you saw them on Conan, right? Something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't. At the time, I don't. It was Everything Is Alright, of course. I don't remember that I knew that was who they were. It was on when I was watching it, and that's the first time like I knowingly saw them, rather than just like actually seeing them perform. For sure.
For me, and I know I'm going to talk about this on episode 1 because we already recorded episode 1. But for me, I first heard about them on a podcast. There was a music review podcast that happened to be hosted by somebody from a different podcast, a Dragon Ball Z podcast that I followed, and so I checked out his music review podcast and I listened to every episode, and I very much enjoyed it. And then at one point they reviewed My Dinosaur Life, and they actually, so one of the hosts, the one that I followed from the Dragon Ball podcast, was a big Motion City soundtrack fan. They reviewed My Dinosaur Life, and they actually did not like it very much. They were like, this isn't this, like, we're sorry, this is your first introduction. And I kind of enjoyed it. But then I went back and listened to the movie and Commit This Memory and Even If It Kills Me, and really got into them around that time. So it was like just post My Dinosaur Life. So like 2010, 2011 is when I really discovered them and got super, super into them. I remember I remember going to St. Again, I say again, the earlier story I happened to tell Jake wasn't recorded, but on my birthday, this was my 18th birthday. We had moved to Chicago, but I went back to St. Louis to visit some friends, and I don't remember if it was on. I think it must have been on an SD card that I or a USB drive or whatever that I plugged into my car, and I was just like playing the albums on repeat, and I think LG Fuad came on while I was driving some friends to a wake. And I wasn't even thinking about it, and somebody like the kid sitting in the passenger seat was like, "Hey, you should probably change the song." And I was like, "Oh shit! Oh my god, you're so right. Sorry." Like I was just playing in the background, like whatever. We were like, I was not going to the wake. I was dropping them off and then going to do something else. I just happened to have a car nobody else drove. So it was just like, oh yeah. No, you're totally right. I don't remember if it was LG Fuad for sure, but it was definitely a song about dying. I'm pretty sure it was LG Fuad. If anything, I'm like that's the song on those 3 albums it was almost definitely Commit This Memory, Even If It Kills Me. Maybe it was Even If It Kills Me. But either way, it was definitely very inappropriate to be listening on the way to a wake.
Just got me thinking about Everyone Will Die.
Yeah, right.
Be a bit on the nose.
Up and go. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was. That's my story with them. But we were saying a little bit before. Apparently, the first time I ever heard them was during the soundtrack of the movie Bad News Bears in 2006. But I had no idea. I did not realize that that Everything Is All Right was on the soundtrack for Bad News Bears. I remember I really wanted to watch the movie John Tucker Must Die. And I didn't watch it until like this year, or last year, I guess, 2019. But I I was 13, and the trailer had two girls kissing, and I was like, oh, that's so hot, as 13-year-old boys do. And I never got around to watching it, and then I watched it like I think on a lark a couple of months ago, and Better Open the Door plays over the credits. I was like, what? what is happening?
Man. I just remember that movie for Brittany Snow.
Yeah, Brittany
right?
Snow. Brittany Snow is the lead character. Mm-hmm. Which is also, so that movie's ridiculous because Brittany Snow is playing a girl who can't make friends because she's too dorky, and then the boy she ends up with, because John Tucker is the boy who everybody dates and everybody likes, and then the girl she ends up with is John Tucker's brother who nobody likes, and he's played by Penn Badgley from Gossip Girl, who is like famously attractive. It's like this, like, come on guys, come on, like. You could get slightly dorkier looking people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could get people I could buy as being, like, dorky. But no.
Well, you're talking about dorky looking guys. Brittany Snow is in a movie with Adam Scott. I can't think of the name of it. It also had a supporting role with J.K. Simmons. And...
I mean, J.K. Simmons is in every single movie, so that's...
What is the name of this? This is going to bother me. I watched it on Netflix. It's called The Vicious Kind.
I saw that on. By the way, I saw that on the Wikipedia page, and I'm like, it could be this, but I literally have no idea what to click on. Any of these could star those two people, like especially in 2009. Like that's before J.K. Simmons' Oscar, and before Adam Scott joined Parks and Rec, I think. So they were doing everything.
I remember enjoying that movie, but it has been a long time.
So anyway, that is our mission is to listen to every single Motion soundtrack song and discuss it, and we hope you will join us. We'll probably do a lot of that, a lot of just talking about random shit accidentally, but we hope you will join us for this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, cool. Talk to you on the next one.